Ladies and gentlemen, the show is about to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Top of the morning, Raider Nation. How y'all feeling on this morning after? Raiders take down the Los Angeles Lambs 34-17. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. There's a lot of stuff to take out of this game. We got a chance to see Garoppolo for the first time. Drove down the field. Bowden gets the touchdown. You know what I mean? And then you had Hoyer. Hoyer. All in all, the stats were decent, but the pick six, nada. Now to come to find out that right now as we stand, it looks like there is a competition for the backup position between Aiden O'Connell and Brian Hoyer. And the way O'Connell looked yesterday, phenomenal. But we got to keep everything within just of everything. Don't forget, Aiden O'Connell looked good against the Niners. He was the starting quarterback. Yesterday versus the Rams, he was the third string quarterback. So he did not face the Rams defense until later in the game, which we know the Rams didn't start their starters. So what was it, the third, fourth string people fighting for the roster spots that Aiden O'Connell went up against? No knock from him. He went out there and took what he took. You know what I mean? He did a damn good job at that. But we got to keep it in perspective as well. You're only as good as your opposition. So, but hey, all in all, Zamir White he averaged 4 yards a carry. Solid numbers. Not spectacular, but it's the engine that keeps this offense going. You got to establish the run. And they're doing it by committee without Josh Jacobs here. Now, Josh Jacobs, he is the committee. You know what I mean? He is the committee. After this showing last night, my prediction was if the Raiders come out and give you a good showing against the Rams, then I think Josh Jacobs comes back before week 1 and comes back by the Dallas game. Does he play in the Dallas game? I don't think so, but he could say, hey, just let me get a run or two out there just to knock off the rust if he signs his tender this week. I'm hoping. I know I'm just assuming that, because you remember he said he'll sign the franchise tag if you get good people around, on the team around him. And I think he had doubts with the additions that we made, and I think he wanted to sit back and witness himself. Were these additions that Ziegler and them went out and got, draft picks and free agents, are they good enough to make this team better? And I think after watching, even though it's just preseason, you got to take it with a grain of salt. But with each individual's production, rookies and non-drafteds and free agents, they've been productive. They've been damn good productive. You know what I mean? Shout out to Drake Thomas, led the team with tackles. You know what I mean? You got DeAndre Carter, you got Trey Tucker. You need to work on catching them balls, bruh. Pause. You need to work on catching them balls, man, because you're dropping touchdowns or potential big play receptions. But you did produce, though. You did have catches. You know what I mean? But special teams, I know it's between Trey Tucker and DeAndre Carter for the kickoff and punt return position, because that's who battled yesterday. Now, other parts of the game, let's see my notes. Let's see here. The receiving core, outstanding. You talk about spreading the ball around, even though there were different quarterbacks, the ball was spread because you had Philip Dorsett with 4 receptions for 76 yards, with his longest one being 43 yards. Then you get Trey Tucker. That's why I said Trey Tucker dropped that pass, but he still was productive. 3 receptions for 66 yards, with his longest being 40. And then you had, surprise, Keelan Cole. 5 receptions, 60 yards. 21 is his longest. And then Wilkerson, 5 receptions, 54 yards, 23 being his longest, and a touchdown. You know what I mean? So the ball was spread out. We had over 300 yards of receiving. I think that's solid compared to the fact that this ain't Devontae Adams. This ain't Renfro. You know what I mean? So to know that your backups can produce, that's all we need to know. Depth is the key that these guys went out there and built, and god dang it, the depth look good. The depth looks good, man. These ain't the starters, but they were producing. You know what I mean? Zamir White, 10 carries, 40 yards. That's 4 yards a carry. You can't beat that. 4 yards a carry is solid. You know what I mean? He didn't really get out there and he had some nice little long runs. You know what I mean? I like his aggressiveness. But like I said, it's going to be done by committee. And that's what's going to keep this offense moving, is that running game. Especially, you got to remember, that was not the starting offensive line that Zamir has been playing behind either. So just imagine when you get the guys who blocked for Josh Jacobs to lead the league in rushing last year. When you get them back with the system under their belt for 1 year. I think this offensive line, the starters that is, from Colton Miller on, is going to be way better than last year. I said this because they have that experience of this system under their belt. And they're the same core, cohesive starting 5 on the line that you need, because now they're getting familiar with everybody. But you do have a couple of undrafteds that they keep mentioning. Wagner and Curtis. Do not sleep on these guys. I think potentially after Illuminor and Bars is gone, Bars, they're sticking with Bars at right guard. I thought that dude wasn't going to make the team. You know what I mean? But I guess the way they're looking at it is, since Bars and Illuminor both only have 1 year left, or 1 year on their deal, that gives them enough time to groom these undrafteds in Wagner and Curtis to take over that right side of the line when that time comes. But I believe they are the future of the right side of that line, and I'm telling you, they're going to bolster that line. That line will be even better. You know what I mean? Because I think Curtis can push the hell out of Bars, and I know Wagner can push the hell out of Illuminor. But I know that they're setting this up. Let them groom, let them learn behind these guys. So most likely they will probably make the 53. You do not want to risk putting them on the practice squad where somebody can grab them, add them to their 53, then we're asked out. You know what I mean? If that's your future plans. So you keep them on the 53, keep them in a rotation. Let them be, depth, which that's what they are. But be depth now and be starters of the future. Like I was talking about with Drake Thomas, 12 total tackles with 9 solo, with 1 tackle for loss. I noticed we're talking about the defensive side of the ball now. I noticed with Meek Robinson, there were some plays out there he missed on. He missed a pick 6. There was a couple of times that he gave up some yardage, you know what I mean, at a receiver. But he was at dude's hip, but he just didn't make the play that was needed. But I mean, ain't nobody perfect, you know what I mean? But he's still aggressive. I wish he would have had that pick 6. Palomau, the undrafted rookie from last year from USC, had the team's only pick 6. He ran that bad boy back and was gone. It was a bad throw, you know what I mean? But hey, that's not our fault. It ain't our fault your quarterback throwing bullshit ass passes. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Thank y'all for being here. Let me run down the line one time. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We got Arkham Raider in the house. Top of the morning to you. Thank you for being here. We got Aunt 6 in the building. Or Aunt 6 Soldier in the building, man. What's the deal, man? Top of the morning. We got Sean Johnson in the house. What's the deal, man? Good morning to you. Brian Rodriguez in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got Raider Mania in the house. Raider Nation for life. That's right. My guy Dark is in the building. Yes, sir. We got RDF, man. Top of the morning to you, man. Good morning. Thank you for being here. We got Ray Love in the house, man. What is the deal, Ray? Hey, thank you for pulling up. For real. We got Raider Paul. Salute. Raiders. You already know. Raiders. You bitch you. You feel me? Hey, another good showing, y'all. Hey, that's all I said. We want progression. That's 34 back-to-back weeks. Now we got to, I think next week we go and see the bottom of the roster as far as the bottom of the 90 we have. Who's going to make the 53? It's going to be very interesting after next Saturday's game, y'all. For real, for real. We got Pizzle in the building, man. Top of the morning. 2 red rings. How you doing, man? Thank you for pulling up. Pleasure to have you here. Let's see. We got Raider Fontaine, man. What's the deal? Yay! You already know what it is, man. Pizzle. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We have James Williams in the house, man. Top of the morning. Raiders in my bloodline. That's right. We bleed the silver and black. That's right. All day, every day. It don't stop and it won't stop. To the beat. Too Short. Hey, shout out to Too Short. You know what I mean? Let's see who else we got up in here, man. It's good to see all y'all this morning, man. Yeah, we're just going to talk about the game the morning after. You know, new thing I'm going to start doing. The day after the game where everything sinks in and we see all the footage and hear all the interviews, we can sit down and get a perspective of exactly what's going on with our team. You feel me? We got Rafa in the building, man. Top of the morning. Let's see who else we got here. It's good to see y'all, man, for real. How you guys feeling, man? What's the one, if you have any concerns with the Raiders, what would it be? Go ahead and hit up the chat, man. Samaj Walker, what's the deal? Yes, man, we are looking good. We are looking good. Everybody, especially the depth pieces, is what exactly this is about. Eugene Powell, top of the morning to you. Yes, man, let's talk about it. For real. Joel E's in the building, man. Tops to you, my brother. Thank you for being here. Let's see who else we got. We got Jay Ray, man. Good morning to you. Tops. That's about it. No, we got a few more. Let's go. Sebastian, what's the deal, man? Top of the morning. Thank you for being here. Yes, indeed. Chronicles of the Black Hole. What is the deal, man? Top of the morning. Hey, like I said, Hoyer and Aiden is in a battle for that backup spot. Looks like Aiden is getting the best of them. But I'm assuming next weekend against Cowboys, the quarterbacks of that game, it's probably just going to be Hoyer and Aiden O'Connell going at it. Yeah, that's the word Hondo Carpenter said it is. That's what it is. It's a competition now. You know, at first they was going to wait till later on with O'Connell and just let him develop. But right now, he's ahead of schedule, let's say. You know what I mean? Snooze Hernandez, man, top of the morning to you. Thank you for being here. Yes, sir, man. We in here this morning. Al's Ghost, top of the morning, man. Thank you for being here, man. For real. Salute to you. And I think that might be about, hold on, is that about it? We're gonna dive into it some more. We got some more people. Sinister Reigns, what's the deal, man? Tops to you. It was beautiful seeing the first team. Hey, for real, I was surprised they brought out some of the first team, especially on defense. You know what I mean? I was very surprised, like, oh, okay. Max Crosby was out there, you know what I mean? So they're gearing up towards the regular season, man, and I want to hit the ground running, you feel me? And that's a good way. Just let them get out there and get their feet wet, you know? But overall, man, solid. We're starting to see things that we need to see so we can make the proper adjustments on this roster. You know what I mean? Raider Critique, what's the deal, man? Top of the morning. And I think we might be at about that. Hold on. Willie Wayne, top of the morning, man. For real. All right, let me see what we got going here, man. Raider Critique. Yeah, I don't know how California jumping off. I know out here in Vegas, we are getting flood and wind advisories for tonight all the way until tomorrow night. So We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes yet. Let me check and see. I have not even looked up the update on the hurricane. Let me see what they got going, dog. Hurricane. But you can call me Slurricane. Strong enough to start an engine, man. Shout out to the clip. Oh my God. Let's see. Give me the hurricane. Oh shit. What time? Hold on. Oh, you can do it that way? Oh my goodness. All right. So right now we are at 10 in the morning. And then if I, God dang it, what the fuck is you doing? And if I move the time, then we're gonna get here with the rain is coming, bruh. For us. I'm seeing some thunder and lightning. Until when? Yeah, oh, it's gonna get bad tonight. They talk about, about 3 or 4 o'clock. I see, like, I'm looking at the map where I'm at, and they're got, like, you know how they show the weather? You can't see the green because it's a green screen, but you see the red and the yellow. Okay. Hold on, let me see what they're saying about the hurricane. Tropical rains and winds to sweep through Southern California. Wind, no. So I don't know exactly out in Southern Cal how things are going. If the weather is starting to, it's been raining out here all night. It's raining right now, but it's supposed to get worse around 3 or 4 for us. But I hope everybody, like I said, I hope everybody is safe, man, and don't try to get out there. If there's flood warnings, man, stay home. Jack Kenna in the house, man. Top of the morning to you. Salute to you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so anybody in Southern Cal that's in the way of the hurricane, hey, y'all take care of yourself and be safe, man. For real. Hey, Dark, say that shit again. Ayo who? Ayo who? Ayo foe. You know what I mean? 7, 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven, 7 even back door, AO4. Whoa! Shout out to Ice Cube. Yes, sir, man. Hey, he looks promising, man, for real. That might be our future. Because for him to be a rookie like he is, he don't look shook. He doesn't look like he gets shook at all. He just gets out there and play. Dirty Eric 1500, man. What is the deal, man? Tops, man. Thank you for being here. Yes, indeed, man. Yeah, AO4 boy. He pushing that envelope. He pushing that envelope, man, with that hush money. He's telling everybody, shh. He got that hush money. He pushing that envelope till y'all be like, shh. To the haters, shh. You know what I mean? AO4 in the building. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Raider Paul. Let me see what else. You got the Gelato 33. Ooh. You up on Strawberry Gary? Strawberry cough mixed with Gary Payton? That's my partner. He got that shit going down in the dirt right now. Let me see who else we got up here. We the people, man. Top of the morning. Thank you for being here. Raider Twine, what's the deal? You know what I can do? I know everybody, rather than reading what y'all want to say, let me invite some of y'all if y'all want to pull up, man, for real. We could talk about what impressed you, what concerns you, the direction you think we're going. Yada da. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, I think the way I look at how they're doing this, not only have they gotten pieces to start for us now, but they got future starters that's learning behind qualified veterans. You know what I mean? Chris Smith being one of them. They were talking about last night, and these were the Ram announcers. We're talking about Byron Young. Boy, they are impressed with him. And with Severa, that's our future right there. I think at DT, that's our future. And then once we get Tyree Wilson in the fold to be able to take over from from Chandler Jones after this season? Most likely. Tyree and then you have Max Crosby as your bookends on defense. Everything is starting to. Hey, Spillane, though. Did you see the hit Spillane put on dude coming? Oh my God. And Spillane got that Darth Vader look with that dark ass mask on. Hey, bruh, Spillane was a nice pickup. He was a very good pickup for this team. For real, for real. Hey, the running game was not bad. Like I said, if you look at it, I mean, Zamir was the only main one getting down. But that running game keeps a defense honest. You know what I mean? It keeps them honest. And that's why we be tearing their ass up in the air. Look at the passing game, bruh. When you got Philip Dorsett, 76 yards receiving. Trey Tucker, 66 yards receiving. Keelan Cole, 60 yards receiving. Christian Wilkerson, 54 yards receiving. They were spreading that ball out, bro. It didn't matter who. And there was some yards we left, because don't forget about that touchdown. Trey Tucker, you better go get you some stick-em. Get you some stick-em, bro. The ball is right, man. That was a touchdown you could have had, bro, in the corner of that end zone. But I mean, you're a rookie. But you got to improve on that, bro, because every point that we leave on that field, man, could come back and hit us in the ass like it did last year in those 6 games we lost by less than a touchdown. We can't settle for field goals. You know what I mean? Once we get in the red zone, let me see what we did in the red zone. That's what I'm curious of. Let me see real quick. What was our red zone stats? Yeah, Aiden O'Connell's balling, bro. He balling. I don't care what the test will be if he goes up against the one defense and see exactly. You know what I mean? But all in all, yeah, I'm impressed with that young dude, man. Well, not young dude. He's an older rookie. Let's say that. What is he? 24, 25? I think he's about 25. Aiden O'Connell is. So you kind of figure. Yeah, he's about 3 years more mature than an average graduate from college. He's 24. He's about to be 25 next month. Yeah, he'll be 25 next month. But hey, his poise in the pocket, his command of the offense, he's special, bruh. I think. What rookie quarterback out there this week? I think he killed the rookies again this week. If I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let me see exactly what he did yesterday. Aiden O'Connell yesterday, he was 11 for 18 on completions. He had 163 yards, 2 touchdowns, no sacks and no INTs, bruh. I'm willing to bet money he killed the rookies again this week. I bet my bottom dollar. Make them holler. Michael Guerrero, top of the morning. We did it again. We did it again. Testing who? Who are we testing? Who, Aiden O'Connell? Shit, he ain't being tested. That motherfucker being groomed. And hey, it's baptism by fire, bro. He ain't gonna be the starter this year, but he get preseason is what he needs, just to see where he's at. You know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gather around. We do have a guest in the building, the one, the only, Raider Twine.
Hey, what's good? Good morning, everybody on this Victory Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Good.
Yeah, man. So what's your take of yesterday's game, Twan?
Man, I'm still, to be honest with you, I'm still diving into the tape, man. I'm one of those guys where I watch it, you know what I'm saying, and then I gotta go watch it again, and then I gotta go watch it again, you know what I'm saying. So I'm on my 1.5 watch. Um, but I think we got some
Your mic
consistency.
is kind of breaking up.
Okay, I said I think we got some consistency. You know what I'm saying, with our team, and I think there's some things. Of course, there's some things that they need to improve on, but overall,
Yeah.
I think there's definitely some positive things we can look at with these guys.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's most definitely, man. Especially these young dudes. I like the way they're developing. Um, with Bernie and Severa, and then shit. Yesterday, was it Drake Thomas led all defenders with tackles, and that's
Yeah,
undrafted. You know
and
what I mean?
he was actually one of those guys. I was talking on my live before the game, and I said he was one of those guys that he had to step up
Yeah.
because of the people that were ahead of him on the roster. You know what I'm saying? If he was gonna want to, if he wanted to try to make a chance to get on this 53, he was definitely gonna have to have his name called. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday in a good way.
Yeah. Man, yes indeed, yes indeed. I can't wait till the regular season. I want to see the real deal Holyfield on that field. You know what I mean? It's good to see our depth. At least we know we got some good depth. You know what I mean? That can come in and spell a veteran or whatever if something goes wrong. Knock on wood. Um, the receiving core, bruh. When was the last time our receiving core was where the fuck Keelan Cole been? Where was
Look,
he at last year? We're not catching these balls like this. Pause.
and to be honest with you, I still feel like Keelan Cole is on his way out for a reason that I was not expecting. And to be honest with you, I think that, and this is just my opinion, and I'm gonna say this on my live too, is I feel like Wilkerson is gonna knock him
Bruh.
out because
You know what?
Wilkerson
Yes.
Wilkerson is a consistent hand. You know what I'm saying? He obviously you've seen the production. He's catching touchdowns and everything else, and it's not just he's catching from Aiden O'Connell. It seems like every quarterback, if Wilkerson's in there, they're going to him. So you know what I'm saying. And on top of that, he I hate to say it for those that have that bias. He also came from the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? So he has that going for him too. So
Yeah, it makes sense too because he was the most targeted receiver yesterday with 12 targets.
yeah,
That shows you comfortability with the quarterbacks that was in the game.
and he was also, you know what I'm saying. You talking about last week? I mean, you talking about this week? He was the same thing last week. You know what I'm saying? If you go look at his numbers, I don't know what his numbers were last week, but just in my head running around the production of our wide receivers last week, Wilkerson also was a producer. So I think
I'm
that,
about to go back and look right now.
yeah, I think Wilkerson is a guy that we weren't looking at or expecting to be a guy, and he might be one of those guys that at the bottom of that receiving core. And again, I think that might also push Keelan Cole out because, to be honest with you, I'm really not trying to be the campaign for kicking Keisha out, but we got so many, you know what I'm saying, people in the special team return game that we don't even need, you know what I'm saying, Keelan Cole it trying to catch or punt, you know what I'm saying, or anything like that for us on the special team. So again,
Yeah.
what do we need him for?
Yep. That is. Do you try to throw him on the practice squad? I mean, just to have a guy that knows the system. You know what I mean?
But again, he's a veteran, so it's kind of one of those things where, yeah, you can put him on the practice squad, but he might actually get picked up by another team. You know what I'm saying? And
You think so?
I think so. I think he will. I think he's good enough to make it on another team. I just don't. I just be honest with you. I just don't like him for us. And I'm happy. Also, speaking about yesterday, one of the things that I'm really happy about is our special teams return game, because if we give the ball to Tucker and DeAndre Carter and just let them do their thing, that takes care of a whole lot. And
yes,
you know,
that's
DeAndre
what we're doing
Carter, he almost busted one the other day if he would have kept his foot in. You know what I'm saying? And those are things that we're all looking at. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and needed. When's the last time we really had a good, return guy? I think the last time we had somebody was we tried to kick tires on Dwayne Harris.
Yeah. We haven't truly had one. That's why they was trying to use Renfro. You know, man, they was searching for it. Let me see something real quick.
Salute to everybody in the chat. Blessings to everybody, for real. I'm sorry I ain't got my camera up. I'm actually getting dressed. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be getting dressed for church, but I was like, let me pull up the loon and listen to him while I'm getting dressed.
Hey, for everybody out there in the chat, Dirty Low, what's the deal with you, mate? Milk of Beezy, salute to you. Good to see y'all, man. What was y'all take in the chat? What was your take from yesterday's game? What's the most concerning and what's the most promising? Hey, Hoyer's in trouble. That's one thing I would say. I think they did not expect the development of O'Connell to happen at this pace. But right now, they said that it's Hoyer and O'Connell battling for that backup position in a major way. And so far, 2 weeks in a row, he's been doing his thing, man. Foul.
I don't think Hoyer's in trouble. I think we in trouble, because if McDaniels is stupid enough to trot him out there after Jimmy G, then you already know what our season's gonna look like. And I already said it. If Hoyer ends up being that guy under center, I'm automatically looking at mock drafts.
Oh, if Hoyer, okay.
Yeah, and I just feel like that's just how I feel. I feel like he's gonna try to resort to having Hoyer be that. You know what I'm saying? After Jimmy G comes in, Hoyer's gonna be that next guy, but he's not. You could clearly see that even with Hoyer knowing this, he's been knowing this offense freaking his whole career, and you're telling me that a rookie is outplaying you? Like, yeah. Wasn't he the one that threw the pick six?
Yep, Hoyer threw the pick six.
Yeah.
But I mean, even outside of that pick six, he was 12 for 22 for 144 yards passing. Ladies and gentlemen, we got guests popping in here. You know what I mean? The one, the only. When you close both of your eyes, what you see dark. What's the deal, man?
What's up, man?
And none other than the OG of all OGs, the one, you know what? There is no introduction for this man. This man is the introduction. So with that being said, man, my guy, man, let's go. What is the deal? I got everybody up on there?
Nah.
Hold on. I gotta fix the God dang it. I thought I hit the right button. Let me do this real quick. He waiting like, come on. You fucking off my intro. I double clicked it on accident. Here we go.
How you doing, man?
What's up with it, man?
Hello, G.
How you doing?
I just wanted to pop in for a minute, support the show. I don't get to see your shows very often because of the timing, but it was like, nice. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
put
watched the
together a
game last
morning
night.
after.
Yo,
How
watched
you
the game
feeling?
last night. Good. I saw. I gotta tell you, man, Aiden O'Connell's kind of like, wow, that boy's got poise. Okay,
Yes.
he's playing like he's been out there for a few years. And
That's
Brian
what it looks
Hoyer,
like, too.
they need to move that motherfucker to assisted living because he don't need to be there no more.
He said assisted living.
Hey, I've been saying that. You know what I'm saying? I've been calling. You know what I'm saying? Hoyer a senior citizen for real.
Right. I mean, he's getting letters from AARP on a weekly.
Hey, shit, I'm getting letters from AARP.
Oh.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah, I understand. Hey, have you been in contact with Dirty? Because those people are supposed to be evacuating. Where they at?
I talked to Dirty not that long before I started the show. He said he's gonna try to pop in on us, but he didn't mention anything about, you know what I mean, as far as the hurricane and stuff. I know out here in Vegas, we got wind warnings and flood warnings for the night.
Well, I heard they wanted evacuations in Catalina Island and also San Bernardino, Riverside County. So I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
That's what I heard on the news.
Yeah, hopefully Dirty will pop up and then we can ask him. And I forgot to even mention that shit when he called me. But yeah, so we know to me the most promising to me is Aiden O'Connell. It seems like we might have our future secured after Garoppolo, which means we don't have to scour the earth for a quarterback. You know what I mean?
Right. I believe in that. And if Garoppolo goes down this season, now we got someone to throw the long ball to Devontae, and not Hoyer.
And see, like I mentioned to people, I'm like, I really didn't have that much concern with the offense for the fact that, shit, throw me at quarterback with the weapons we have. Look at the and we are the depth at wide receiver is so ridiculous right now. I have not seen depth on this team at wide receiver in a long time.
Yeah.
Here's my question: where's Chase Garbers?
You said the answer right before. Who you impressed by?
No. I mean, why ain't he competing with Hoyer?
Because I don't think it's a competition with him.
It's a second week. It's a second year in the system.
Competition. Aiden O'Connell is the competition.
Right, but I'm saying, why isn't Chase Garbers? Why aren't we getting a look at him? Because he's second year in the system. He should be doing something.
Yeah, but Hoyer's been how many years in the system? And what we think about him?
Far too many.
So I guess the years in the system don't really amount to it if you don't have the ability to capitalize on that knowledge.
Right.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Hoyer was horrible, man. I'm serious. I want to see Chase Garbers, see what he's doing. But I'll tell you another thing. Our defense looks. I was like, this is the thing that's blown me away. I haven't seen a defense on our team in 21 years. And I'm like, who the hell are these guys wearing the Raiders jerseys?
Man.
Yeah, I was watching. It was like, I know it's preseason, but I'm like, who the hell are these guys? They put on Raiders jerseys because they know how to play defense. Like, who are they?
Bruh. You see Spillane out there? You see the hit? Spillane went up the middle and, oh my God. Like, he had the Darth Vader shield on. I'm like, man. He cracked the shit out that dude, man.
He hurt his ancestors. He hit him so hard.
Hey, for real, his balls drop again.
But OG, I agree with you. I think they should have. I think they should at least let Chase Garbage, let us see what he got. Maybe they already have. An idea of what they want to do with him. But
right. Well, the thing is, though, it's a second year in the system. Now, they played him a little bit in the first game, right? At the end?
Yeah, it was like garbage time.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I want to see more of him in this game and less of Brian Hoyer for sure.
I think what you're going to see against Dallas, you're going to see a lot of Hoyer.
I'd like to see Aiden O'Connell and Garbers.
If it's a competition for backup, this is going to be that game.
O'Connell's going to win that one outright. O'Connell's already got this guy beat. I'm sorry. That's going to work in our favor. He's a racehorse racing a dead horse. Okay.
Yeah,
serious.
but
see performance.
I don't want to rush Aiden O'Connell out there too much. You know what I'm saying? I know he's playing well, but there's a lot of things that as a rookie that he needs to sit back and learn. So hopefully, you know, my goal is if Aiden O'Connell is a baseline of a backup quarterback,
it's an echo
or the starter, it works out.
Right, it's Twan.
Twan, you got your YouTube open or something? Because it's an echo.
Let me get out.
Let's see. And we got somebody back. We got King Rocker. Let me bring him on one time. Hold on. Oh. There we go.
Hello.
What's up, Rob?
Hey, Rafa.
Yo, okay. Lunatic guard. Man, I just saw you say last night.
Still an echo. That wasn't Twan.
Oh, hold on.
Who got YouTube open?
Not me.
I got
That's
mine.
why we get feedback like that.
I got mine.
Yeah, mine's not open.
Yeah, mine's not open either. What the fuck? It's a delay? Lunatic. What? I'm contacting you from the future. It's for echo for real. Hold on, let me
Yeah, I'm not hearing an echo.
I'm hearing it. What the fuck is that?
I can hear it too.
See, when you talk OG, I don't hear no echo.
Well, that's because I'm, a very shallow person.
Oh, when I hear Dark and me talk, I can hear the echo. The fuck? Hold on, let me pause. Let me mute.
Yeah, even
It was me. Huh? My mic? God dang it. Let me go into settings. Let me see if I can get the echo cancellation. Check. Yeah, but still echo. Check.
So there are preseason games on today?
I think the Saints played today.
That's it?
Let me check the schedule.
Yeah, because I've been watching a lot of preseason games, man. Just the first quarter, because they got them split out like a half hour apart. I'm like, just football and all weekend long.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the New Orleans and Chargers play at 4. And there's only one game today.
Oh, okay. I watched the first quarter of that one too. What the hell?
Yeah, that's at 4:05.
Wait a minute. Ain't they supposed to be getting a ton of rain and all that? Of course, that's kind of it's a semi-dome, I guess.
Well, yeah, they covered because I thought we were gonna get hit with the rain last night, but if they had SoFi, then they're covered.
They're mostly covered, right?
Yeah.
Like playing under a tarp or something.
Yeah. Let me see, man. Is that?
No, man. I got to tell you, man. I was not looking forward to this season until I started seeing this defense and seeing Aiden O'Connell and seeing Jimmy G went out and looked good for however long that lasts. But I know that if Aiden O'Connell has to step in, we're good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that boy got promised, man.
And he can throw the long ball to Devontae, so maybe even better.
Yeah, give us a
So a 4th round pick.
Yeah, remember everybody was scrambling in the first round for those 4 quarterbacks?
Yeah. And he's out playing all of them.
And they all played like shit.
Oh my God.
They look like idiots.
And this is why I trust Ziggler, because he picked the right guy in the 4th round, and this guy's playing like he's been in the league for years.
And look, they said Ziggler had eyes on him since November, because he told Daniels, "You're going to want to see this guy." And that's exactly what he was talking about O'Connor.
Yep.
I said, talk about an eye for talent. Ziggler's that dude, man.
Yeah, he didn't let the media tell him who's the best out there. He goes and finds his own.
Yeah.
Real shit.
Not like the previous.
So, yeah, I was kind of questioning the Aiden O'Connell pickup when I was watching the draft, and now I'm like, dang. I was like, wow, why did they get him? Well, apparently.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a guest backstage. One, the only. Gravy.
Gravy.
Hey, Gravy.
What's the deal, Ray?
What's up?
How you feeling?
Just ate good breakfast, bro. Mama Gravy hooked me up with some cake. I feel great.
Let me exit out and come back now. I think that echo, I don't know why it's me. It sounds like. Y'all continue. I'll be right back.
Okay.
That echo's coming from you.
Okay. So, how you doing, Gravy?
Mic check.
I'm doing good. How's my audio? Is it good? You guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I heard a little echo.
I was telling Loon that it was his audio.
Hey, salute everybody in chat. Hey, Arkham, Jack Kenna, Stoops. Let's see. Pyro, Alfredo, how you doing? How's everybody doing today? Let's see who else is in here. Pizzle, M85. Ray Love, what's happening? Sinister Rain, what's up? Michael Guerrero, hey, bud. I love that guy. He's funny. Anyway.
Yeah, I see that.
Am I good?
Yeah.
All right.
Say
I still
something.
hear the echo. Yes, sir. So, Greg, tell me, what was the most promising you seen last night and the most concerning?
Promising. I thought Garoppolo's first series was great.
Clean.
The concern that I have is when you know the team was on a high. As soon as he left, Bam Hoyer goes in there and the whole team was like that.
That's what everybody said.
There wasn't nothing in the huddle. Garoppolo was in there. He routed these dudes up, and they get all excited, and completions are being thrown. Hoyer just it went from 10 to 0 now with Hoyer. They got to do something with that dude, man, because he brought the whole team down, and then look what happened.
Hey, and this is what he said. It is now a competition between O'Connell and Hoyer for that backup spot.
Mm-hmm.
It's official. And I think that's deserving. You know what I mean? The way O'Connell been playing, and then we look at how Hoyer plays. Yeah, we need to make sure our backup is solid.
I got one other concern. Trey Tucker's fast, but he needs to do something with them hands. Them cement hands at the beginning of the game, he got better as the game went along, but he needs to start with the good hands. They need to do some kind of hand drills for that boy.
Yep.
Because he can open it up.
There's an echo.
I'm gonna mute myself.
I can't. It ain't you because it was echoing before you got here. And I know it's not me. And I'm
Does somebody have it open?
Somebody got YouTube or something open.
Nope.
Nobody?
And somebody, people in the chat were saying I'm the only one without an echo.
Yeah, you don't have an echo. But me and Grady, dark. Say something. Let me hear it.
Can you guys hear me?
You got an echo too.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Well,
And I
I'm
left
gonna
and
mute.
came back. And OG's the only one that don't echo.
Right. I don't know.
God damn it.
Right, I was muted. So.
No, it wasn't you. It was echoing before you came in.
Mm.
And then I just watch. I'm up now. Let's see.
Well, go to your settings. Go to your settings.
And see you echoing when I had it on mute. But I know it's not you. I'm in here already.
Yeah, the beard's kind of like
Let me change my microphone and see what happens. Let's try.
Thank you, Mike.
Ray to kick everybody out and bring us back.
That's all right. Actually,
You'll find out who
I gotta jam anyway. Yo, I gotta jam anyway, man. I gotta get my marinade together.
All right.
Barbecue today, OG.
Huh?
You barbecuing today?
I said you the only one that ain't echoing.
Oh, I'm not barbecuing. No. I'm marinating my pork chops. I'm making pork chops with arroz y gandules. So I'm having some Puerto Rican food tonight, man. Having some Puerto Rican food. Oh yeah, it's on. So, but hey, man, it's good being in here. I'm gonna be listening, but I gotta go get my food together, get stuff going. Gonna be cooking it up tonight. Oh yeah. All right, guys. Hey, good talking to you, man. I ain't been on live in a while because I ain't been on. I'm working out problems with StreamYard, man. My green screens now are not working. Nothing's working in my green screen. Yeah. So anyway, all right, guys. Well, you take it easy. Everybody in the chat. Love to seeing you again. Talk to you later.
All right, take it easy.
No more echo. See, it was OG.
It was, huh?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch, he was the only one not echoing. Because of him, everybody else was. God damn it.
He said, they know I ain't echoing because you the echo.
Yeah. That motherfucker right there. God dang it. All right, we good now, y'all. Y'all wasn't getting the information twice now.
Yeah, he was hogging up the microphone.
Shout out to everybody out there, man, in the chat land, man. Thank y'all for pulling up for real.
I was gonna say he would have said what, and then he would have kept going.
Soon as he gone, look, the echo gone for real.
Yep.
Hell yeah, man. Oh shit, let me see it.
But what's up, man? It's good to see Dark with showing his real eyes this time, not a sketch. What's up, Dark?
There's no sketch, man. It's my picture.
There you go. There, whatever it is that you have on your.
It's good to see you too, Gravy. Lunatic. Much love.
Yeah, buddy, man. Hey, we got some promise. I like the way the team is going. I like the depth of it.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about the defense there a little bit? They were playing a better offensive line. You know, that offensive line was way better than San Francisco's offensive line is their problem.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be an issue for the Niners this year.
I don't think we got a sack, right?
No.
I don't think there wasn't a lot of pressure. There was pressure, but not enough to have incompletions. They made their linebackers. We got good linebacker visual because of that. I thought our linebackers flew to the ball a little bit.
I like
angles were. Yeah, Spillane got some big hits.
Yeah, but man,
I wouldn't really trust him on the move though. I wouldn't trust him on the move though.
Okay.
You know, he showed that. But you know, the backup to the linebackers did really good. I thought that was impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. The undrafted Drake Thomas led the team in tackles. And he's undrafted, you know what I mean? But in college, he put up good numbers in college, but his downfall is his size. He's not the biggest at linebacker, you know?
He's shorter,
He's
a little bit shorter, smaller guy.
Yeah. Got Raider Twine back.
But
Twine, hey, it wasn't
had-
none of us, man. It was OG making us fucking echo.
Man, as soon as I got off, and then I was like, dude, I ain't the one with the echo.
Look,
I'm like, that
back
thing-
out and came in and was still echoing. He the only one that wasn't echoing, and then when he gets off, everybody's echo gone.
I'm like, I left and it still sounded like an echo chamber. I was like, man.
Man, for real.
And then I couldn't get back in, but hey, it's all good. Hey, was good, Gravy?
With the
Hey,
link wasn't
Twine,
working?
blessings, brother.
Not for some reason I couldn't find it. I guess the chat was so far up that I wasn't able to scroll back.
Okay.
Cash Lord, what's up, bro?
So
Mike G. Mike G, we're gonna get our morning chats in the morning with you, man. You always made my morning real cool, man. When I talk to you first.
Yeah.
Because Mike's a graveyard shift, and then when he's all energetic when he gets off work, winding down, and he's the same way, bro, as he is during the day. So he's real cool, man. And then I'm just barely getting up, going to work. So when we drive, me, him, and Lo usually, conversate on the drive.
Yeah.
And then he gets on there. He's like, "Yeah, dude, I thought it was tight." Me and Lo are just barely waking up, drinking coffee and shit. And then that's when Loon comes on. Then you get me through this morning, Loon.
I'll be
Good
up.
show,
Hey,
Loon, man.
I'll be up all night. That's why I still be amped when I get off and I come home and do the podcast.
Yeah,
Shit, I get off at 5 in the
graveyard
morning.
work, bro.
Yep, that's that graveyard for real.
I worked graveyard 12 years, bro. I always liked it. Always
Man.
did.
Yeah, I like it. I don't want to. And plus, we get a shift differential payment.
Dude,
get paid
that was
more than day
25
shift.
cents back in the day.
Shit, it ain't that. It's almost about $1.
Yo, it's $1 now? Shit.
Yeah, just about $1. Like about what, 95 cents? I think it is, or 85 cents. My bad, 85 cents.
And it was always cooler. It was always, the weather was always
Shit, I
nice.
don't trip.
You work during the nights, cooler.
Yeah. Perfect schedule for me, especially when I do a morning podcast. I just get off work, come home, shower, and do the podcast for an hour, and then go to bed. That's it.
What you do around 5? Are you up at 5, or you gotta go? What do you go to work 10 or something?
Well, 5 in the morning, or in the day?
5 at night.
I usually leave my house at 5 because I start work at 6:30. We do 10-hour shifts.
No,
So we start work at 6:30 and get off at 5 in the morning. But yeah, I usually leave here at 5.
I don't know how in the hell I started a show at 2:48 yesterday. I was like, I didn't even know how I did that.
Oh, in the afternoon?
But yeah, I said on the 19th, I was messing around with StreamYard.
Oh.
And then I guess I put in a show for 2 in the afternoon. I don't remember doing that shit.
Man.
But that was a mistake, a rookie mistake. So, but Monday, tomorrow, I'm gonna have a show in that late afternoon. I'm gonna schedule it since I know how to do all that now. So
okay.
So if you're on the way over there, Loon, Lo told me some good news about his show this week. So with you, so that'll be cool.
Who, Dirty?
Lo? Yeah.
Yeah,
Lo.
we were trying to get our schedule set up. I tried to get on there, but he had a guest already signed up. But we'll try to put something together. I told him, like, usually when I work overtime, it'll be Thursday or Friday. But if not, I'm free on Thursdays and Fridays. So I told him, like, we could put something together. Probably we was trying to do it. What was it Friday? This past Friday that he had Fitz come on.
Thursday.
That was Thursday. Yeah, I didn't work Thursday or Friday, so that's why I said anybody that wanted me to pull up, now's the perfect time.
And I told him too. I told him, but I think he has his boy and he's getting all excited, so we don't interrupt that, man. So
yeah, I be trying to get when they offer overtime, I'll be trying to take that shit.
Hey, get your money while there's money to be made.
Man, I'm planning on going to LA in October for that Charger game. Me and Dirty was talking about that this morning. So
we there already.
Y'all
we
going?
got the Airbnb. Yeah, we got
Okay.
the Airbnb. Me, Low. I believe Arkham's going, and my crazy sister's gonna go too.
Okay. Yeah, we trying to line up something to do out at the tailgate and do a live show
Yeah,
from here.
we go hook up with Gabe, and
Yeah, I'll be
I
with them.
guess Canelo fights that Saturday.
It's that same.
So
Oh yeah. No,
yeah,
Canelo and them fight in September next month.
well we were but the game's October 1st.
Yeah.
So he fights that Saturday before the first,
You are right.
and then he has a bash with his family out there. So I said, "Sure, we'll leave Saturday. We're not coming back till like Tuesday." He said, "We're gonna be up there for a minute."
Damn, I
Or
forgot.
Monday.
Ain't that a bitch? I was not even thinking. Well, we're gonna have to find somewhere to watch that shit.
Is it in Vegas? Is it in Vegas?
I think it is.
Probably in
Hold on.
Vegas.
Canelo.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no,
what's good?
Salute, Jason.
What's up, Twan? What you think about what's up, man? I heard you in your show. What? I was
What?
saying that the defense was kind of we played a better offensive line, so the push wasn't there that much. But
That
it was
that
there.
was something that I said, and I was telling Loon earlier. It's like, I kind of look at the game. You know what I'm saying? I look at it at least 2 or 3 times, and that's kind of one thing that I really wanted to really look at was our defensive tackles, because I really wasn't not too happy about, the production from our defensive tackles. There was some situations where they were hitting us right up the gut, and we weren't stopping them, and we were doing that last week, but this week it was different. And like you said, the offensive line, the Rams offensive line is better than the Niners, but still, if we're expecting for, us, we should be aiming for perfection, when it comes to these things, and the coaches, I hope they're barking that too, that there should have been no excuse, that they should have been gashing us up the middle, on some of those runs, so yeah, I wasn't too happy with our defensive tackles in the middle, but we'll again, I'll look at the tape and really see what happened, but overall that was one of the things that kind of stuck out to me defensively.
When I seen it, and I looked at it 3 times already. I focused on the defense. I focused on our offensive line and see what they were doing for the backs back there. But I think that you didn't see the heavy rotation, and as far as the tackles are concerned, like rotating in. So it's looked like they either made some decisions already, or they need to. Because right after this game, guys, they pretty much got their 53 set, and who's on the practice. We're probably looking at practice squad guys now against that third. And those were the guys. Besides Tillery, I seen Tillery in there. He didn't get no push either, but he was getting double teamed, and in the interior right there, if a guy can take on a double team or like a chip from a running back and a double team, that dictates the numbers that you're gonna have coverage wise. So the more guys you got on one guy is better, and so the linebackers gonna hit the holes and get the running game. But what we did wrong was that we didn't get that double team on Tillery. It was just man on man blocking, and then that's what concerned me. I go, are these guys doing the same thing as last year? Battling one guy and he's moving them around, and we didn't get no push. It looked like to me that Stinson, he was holding the ball a little bit too long, but they had that little running back. He went to Fresno State, the Rivers kid. He was a little blaster from college too, and he's the one that got us in the middle, and so the other guys got us in the perimeter. That's what I was worried about with our linebackers and our defensive ends.
Yeah, and
I thought we played worse defensively because it looked like the Rams kind of worked their game plan around us. You know what I mean? They said, hey, they did this against San Francisco, so we gotta. And you watch tape, so they said they do this, and you're starting to get your program together. You're starting to get your rhythms and everything together. So they tried to,
and the reason why, Gravy, I feel like it was a cause for concern. That situation is because if that was week one, or if that was, when bullets really started flying, if McVay's not stupid, so if we can't stop the run, he would have did that all freaking day, right up the gap. And if that was, if we wouldn't be able to stop that, he would have did that all day. But since it was preseason, of course he wants to see his quarterback go through progressions. He wants to, create variety to test out what he has. Exactly. So, but again, like I said, if that was week one and we couldn't stop the run with the Rams, he would have had us doing. He would have been doing that all day against us. So we need that was little address that.
And the Rivers is a little dude, bro. Dude, he's probably 5'8", 200, wet. And then if it was Akers, somebody out there big like Akers is, he would have. I didn't like that either, Twan. I didn't like that perimeter outside rushing they had off tackle, and then through the middle too. Too many first downs on third. We couldn't sew them up there when we were doing it last week. It just looked like we were well put together last week than we were today. But it looked like we. They game plan for that defense, and we were playing a lot of zone. And I think Graham's security blanket is zone, and instead of didn't it look like to you guys that he was more aggressive last week, or did that offense just suck for the 49ers? I don't know if the offensive line just sucked that bad, or he looked more aggressive because Koontz was in there last week. Rochelle was in there. We were 3 yards down the past the offensive line, with several guys. And then this week it was just double team. They numbered us up real good on the line. So the offensive line was pretty good. They did a pretty good job offensively as far as running's concerned. But hey, Twan, I hate to bring this to you.
Don't even do it,
my 84 jersey. I'm gonna get my 84 jersey rocking, bro. I got some bars for Keisha Cole's coming back. Keisha Cole's coming back with a new mixtape. Called Antoine's Ass.
Hey, Gravy, you know I'm the chaplain of NWA. Don't be having me cussing on a Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
I'll do it.
I'm sorry, bro, but I'm just letting homeboy go to work, dude. He's proving it to you. I don't have to say nothing.
Hey, JD.
Good, bro.
Hey, I see your comment, bro. Shh, don't tell nobody.
Give him some credit, Twan. Come on, for once. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, I'll give him some credit. I'll give him some credit. There's no way that he needs to be on special teams anymore because we got way better talent there.
Carter looks good. Carter looks good.
Hey, I'll give him that credit.
Okay.
But he's doing what he's supposed to do is catch the football and do it as a receiver.
Hey, but I will say this too, Gravy. He is getting production, but the thing is he's on the field a whole bunch. So he should be getting production.
He's earning his spot on the 53-man roster. You were saying no. This guy should. If he makes it, this and that, and I ain't joking. He's playing good football right now. He's besides the guys that aren't playing, he's the most receiver we have.
Yeah,
right
he's
now
surprising.
in preseason.
Surprising for real.
I got Wilkerson over him.
So Wilkerson had 2 good catches yesterday, right? Over the top catches. He got that touchdown, right? Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wilkerson.
He had two. He had 2 toe tip swag. Yeah, he had that shit. But
Wilkerson was. He had 5 receptions for 54 yards, with his 23 being the longest. And Keelan Cole had 5 receptions for 60 yards, with 21 yards as longest. So they were neck and neck yesterday. Just
Wilkerson didn't do shit last week,
and Keelan Cole didn't.
And who produced last week?
Last week, it was
Keisha Cole.
Was the one. Yeah.
Keisha Cole produced last week.
I think Wilkerson only had like 3 receptions.
Back-to-back games. Cole's been stepping up. He's hearing what Twan's saying. You doubted me, man. He's a brown cracker guy.
Hey, if Keisha Cole subscribe and give me some watch hours, I'll be straight.
Does, bro. He's probably listening to everything you're saying about him. That's why he said, I'm going to turn this dude out. I'm going to turn Twan out.
Man, let me, what this guy talking about?
Yeah. If he makes the 53, I'll do a special live for Keisha Cole.
Hey, I think Keelan Cole done wiped his hands off of Trey Tucker.
Yeah.
He need not to.
Get this shit off me. Now Tucker can't catch shit.
Hey, I think that's the spirit of Amari Cooper. You know what I'm saying? That number. You know what I'm saying?
No, not that 89, huh?
Sometimes I look, them numbers they mean something. Like I hate to say it like that. Like,
hey, for real though.
But for real,
I believe that, bro.
I believe it too.
You got bad juju. You got bad juju with 89, bro.
I have to get rid of that number, man. For real.
What about number 33 though? What about 33 out there playing D'ing it up at the safety spot?
Like, yeah. But you know who else made fucking Meek to miss the pick 6. You see the pick 6 he could have had?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was a nice play, but
boy, even the announcer's like, he dropped it. I'm like, damn. Hey, shout out to Paula Mao. Mao had the only pick 6 for us. Drafted out of USC.
He was trying to put film on tape. He put on he put the Jets on, dog.
Hey, he put in that 4.3 speed, boy. He was going down that sideline. I'm like, they not catching him. He gone. He was gone. Yeah, Palomar, boy.
Well,
yeah,
I don't know where in the hell he's seen a ram around that area, but Palomar got a gift.
Yeah, for real.
He got a gift. Like, a guy with pterodactyl hands could have caught that ball, ran it all the way back. You know what I mean?
He threw it to nobody.
Tyrannosaurus Rex hands.
Who the hell was he
throwing right to him?
Yeah.
Hey, similar to that Hoyer pick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one right there, man. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. I think he had a brain.
He threw in the coverage all day. All his drives, he threw in the coverage. I don't know.
With no reason. No reason.
And I've been telling Lotus, and I said, dude, should I say this shit? Because everybody's saying, yeah, he's teaching these. Does he really look like he's teaching O'Connell anything? The way he's playing? He goes like, I don't want to learn from this dude.
Hell,
you know what I mean?
Hell no. Hey, Gravy.
The guy that
he is, but it's not necessarily like, okay, throw the ball like this. It's like, hey, remember the play. The playbook is this. You know what I'm saying? Like, understanding the playbook. Like, but the whole the whole, you know what I'm saying, completing the passes like that, nah. He ain't showing them that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't listen to him.
No.
Because the way if he's teaching, well, this should be open right here, but he's throwing it wrong, that I wouldn't listen to him.
We might have a number 4 that can win playoff games.
I've been saying, bro, that dude goes out there, man, O'Connell goes out there and he ain't playing to be no backup quarterback, bro. He said, you know what? Why can't I run this team by myself? Why can't I do this? You know, and we all know that Garoppolo's going to start. But the thing is, does he, in his mind, which I love, he's saying, why can't I start? Why can't I put up numbers?
Why not? If Purdy can do it for the Niners, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why not?
He has it, dude. He has it from the get-go. You know, from when Hoyer left and when he came into the game, you just seen the offense start moving, you know, moving a little bit better. Yeah. Command the huddle. Get your over here. Listen to me. You know, the way he throws the ball, the way he zips it in there. It's just like Hoyer was all over the place. It kind of brought our team down. It did bring our team down. It brought our defense down. Yep. You know, they work off each other, man. You can't have a bomb-ass defense and then your offense not do anything. We dealt with that already last year.
Especially when you have a team that's like the whole philosophy is to play as a unit. So.
Mm-hmm. And he's that type guy, Dark. He's that dude that'll say, not concentrate on one dude. Just say, you know what? I'm going to get you the ball and you're going to get it and you're going to take off. I'm going to get you to shine today. And then, bam, he hits him. And then you get more confidence. A confident football player is unstoppable, bro. I'm telling you.
And that's what they're doing with O'Connell.
I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen little short dudes be, 90 pounds lighter than another guy, blow that big dude up because they get it. You know, they get the motivation. And once you win and you keep doing it and beating that guy every day in practice, and then he don't want you no more, took his shit out.
You want more? Like, let me get more of them W's.
Mm-hmm. That's what O'Connell brings out of them guys, bro. And I hope Garoppolo does that. It looks like he does because he has a respect, and then, and it doesn't look. It looks like just the way they're flowing. I'm not saying it's going to add up to wins, but it's a beginning of a stable organization. You know what I mean? We're not all over the place. We're not in the news. We're not in the doing stupid shit. It was always during preseason we would do dumbass stuff. Mm-hmm. The only thing, we had to call a little bit more penalties, but I think because who we were playing and where we were at, and the referees were flag happy, but we did some things wrong. But it just looks like to me that we're doing that 360 of this is the one at the beat, and we got the players in there, especially a young quarterback at the position to guide these guys.
Yeah. See, here's the thing I'm liking. You figure with these last two preseason games, and I know it's just preseason, but right now the offense is averaging 34 points a game, and the defense is only giving up 12. That's a recipe for, you know what I mean? If your defense can keep the score down, we know we have an offense that pretty much can just go down and do what they want when they get in the red zone. That's how Baltimore did it back in the day. I think Baltimore was giving up only 9-10 points a game, but they were scoring more than that.
They scored more than barely enough because they had Trent Dilfer back there.
Well, yeah. Let me remind that. Trent Dilfer was but they had a hell of a running game too, though. Jamal Lewis, you know what I mean? So
he was it,
and the tight end.
He was it.
They had Shannon Sharp, tight end.
He was it. They both for their offense.
You know what I mean? So hey, if we
but
can
if you're clicking, and then we got money with our kicker. You know that. If we get into the 30, we got 3. But it just so happened so many times last year where we had opportunity to get 7, get 6. We ended up getting the 3, and that made us games real close that we couldn't win with the defense.
That's real.
Then we would blame the defense. We would say that
6 games by less than a touchdown that we lost.
The game. And the game, the defense sucks because this. Well, what if we scored touchdowns instead of 3? Then we would have that problem.
Exactly.
Hey, these defensive tackles better get it right, because if they don't, we're gonna see what we saw last year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you get a team that you know what I'm saying, we get a situation where Carlson does go out there and kick a field goal, that they'll gladly run the ball up the field, you know what I'm saying, eat up some clock and give us a quick, you know what I'm saying, a long 7. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that
Well, we outrushed them. They had 7 yards rushing. I thought they would have more. We had almost 100, which is less than we had last game. But
Ray Twan, I think to add to your point, I think that's going to be the whole identity of this defense, since we don't have a lot of or an identity or someone who will apply that pressure in the middle yet. Yeah. They're just going to try to slow down the run, and from there, work their way up.
But we got to be fair.
What you want to do? Yeah, which
those
one
aren't starters out there.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah, well, Tillery to me is a starter. Tillery's the dude up front, and he played a little bit.
Yeah.
So if you demand that double team that takes away an offensive lineman, like if you're going through there hard, and you're close, just that close affects the quarterback to move around a little bit and make bad decisions.
Yeah.
You know, some quarterbacks are good at moving around and making decisions with that, bootlegging or taking off, or some quarterbacks are good doing that. But Stinson wasn't. So if Tillery gets that double team and he's ahead of the line of scrimmage, that gives you the opportunity for Spillane and Diablo and them to get through those holes, and then our outside guys to get them. So,
true.
But then you got to make that guy make bad decisions when he's in the pocket, and then that's where the interior does it. And a rotation of them dudes demanding that double team, or if you have 2 tackles, you know, 2 guys, that takes away 4 offensive linemen. So you're pretty much going to get the guy with Max or Wilson or Jones or somebody on the other side, or we blitz. He didn't blitz as much as he did last week either.
Yeah. And you need help on the back end as well to make the quarterbacks hold the ball longer than they want to get the sacks up front. You know what I mean? Coverage sacks. You know what I mean? So it all works hand in hand.
Yeah.
So I want to see.
I would take
as a whole.
Yeah. Yeah. I would take. And there was a couple of these. If you guys were watching, you know, the line of scrimmage like I do, it would be. Look at the line of scrimmage and see how the running back, how far did a running back go past that line of scrimmage? If you get the running back behind the line of scrimmage, that's just as good as a sack. But the sack is better because it's a stack. But if you get them to 1 yard gain, you know, 3rd and long, the 3rd and long is what I was concerned about, or the 3rd and 5s, 3rd and 4s. When they're ahead of the first down, what they call it, the head of the chains, but that means you have a more play selection on 3rd and short than you do 3rd and long.
Yeah.
You know, we were 3rd and 19. Your playbook gets a little bit shorter when you're on that than it is on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4.
Yeah.
But they really had to work. They had to work to get those. But it was real easy to get them, you know, last year.
Yeah, we'll see.
But the play defensively was a little bit lower. It was lower for me. I looked at the linebackers and they flowed, they hit. It's just they got to get closer to that. They got to make their tackles closer to the line of scrimmage. For me,
get some tackles.
They were getting too many first down, 7 yard, you know, 8 yard. You're not putting your defense in a good spot when you do that.
Yeah, real talk.
Yeah, it just offensively, I thought it flowed until that Hoyer got in there, man. That was it. Everything was fine until Hoyer got in there.
Yeah.
And let me say this too, because I know some people are like, they might be like, why? I thought you guys was Raider fans. Why you guys talking down on your team? Da, 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 da. It's not that we're talking down on our team. We're analyzing. We're breaking this down. We're combing through it, the best way that we can with a fine tooth comb, because we're trying to get the best out of our players. You know what I'm saying? And trying to figure out how things are going to work out and how things are going to pan out. And eventually, you guys are listening. You guys make your own decisions on what you think on this team. But us up here, it's like, we kind of have to look at it a little more analytically. We can't just be like, oh, I'm saying everybody played fabulous, because that just ain't
For real.
that really ain't the reality of what's going on with us.
That's real.
Not me.
That's why I look at the backup. I want to know how deep are we? You know what I mean? When we need to get those guys, because depth was a big issue with us last year on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to finally see that,
Especially
okay,
in the
we do have
secondary.
some help.
Especially in the
No,
secondary.
We know what our starters look like, but what does the backups look like? The ones that's going to come relieve the starters, or if somebody, God forbid, goes down with an injury, who do we rely on next to step, the next man? Who is that next man that's up? That's what I want to know. Are we confident in him?
And it's those guys, it's those guys, Loon, that actually take us to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? When you get to week 15, and obviously we know that every player is going to be healthy. You know what I'm saying? That backup linebacker is going to be the one that, okay, we need this win. We need this win to get us into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? That backup linebacker is now in there, and you're going to have to ask for that backup linebacker to play his, play his top game for us to get into the playoffs. So
Right.
these depth pieces are definitely something that we're going to have to look at. And also, I said it in my live, it kind of helps our mental health, to know, okay, I know this linebacker plays well, so when this linebacker does come in, I ain't got to really, trip too much. I remember years past where, like, even in our safety room, like I said, Dallin Levitt, as soon as Dallin Levitt came in the field, dog, it was all
Talking about my boy Levitt.
heart attack.
I remember that shit last year.
So, knowing that now we have depth there, or guys that we can identify now in preseason, that can help us, now we ain't got to trip too much if we see their number out there on the field later on in the season.
Yeah, that's real. That's why we so concerned with Hoyer. You know what I mean? In case that happens at the quarterback position. It's like, no.
That was bad, bro.
Man.
That was bad. I'm not the only one that probably thinks that, but
Yeah,
that was bad.
Yeah, when he got that pick six, I was like, fuck.
that's bad.
Just our defense wouldn't have hardly let any points being scored if it wasn't for that pick six and that fluke little
That fluke you ain't
play.
lying.
Like,
we would have been giving up
just-
5 points a game. It would have been 5 points a game after 2 games. Easy. Pick six and that fluke ass touchdown with the Niners. 10 points. The defense would have been giving up only 5 points a game, bruh. You can't even score 5 points.
the total. Shut out the first game.
Yeah.
Shut out the
And
first
then the
game.
second
was
game
only
would have been 10
7, right?
points. With 17 that we gave up. So out of that 10 points split down the middle, that's 5 per game on average. You know what I mean? You would need a field goal and a safety.
And going off what Twan said is that if you're upset or taking it to heart that we're talking about these certain guys that other people like, well, get used to it, because I'm gonna do it all the fucking time. Tell you what.
I'm telling you, if they keep producing, shit.
I'm real, bro. And I'm not sitting here buying a guy's jersey that I'm in love with, and I love the Raiders, but the players come and go, and they're legends, and I got my legends in my book, but I haven't bought a recent jersey except for a 28 and then the next year he's 8. So the thing is that I just about have almost every running back that the Raiders have, bro. But it's because I like running back.
Yeah.
But when it goes to your personal feeling, all these guys are just negative. They're talking about people. We're not being negative. Me personally, I want them guys to be successful with the Raiders, but if they don't make the cut, then we just don't talk about them no more. It's like we're doing Hoyer. We know Hoyer's going to be on the team. We're just saying that he wasn't good for this preseason game. He might rock out next game.
You never know.
We'll be talking good about him. You know, we might be saying he improved at what he did. Yeah. But you're almost 40 years old. You better be knowing all in and outs of football. You know what I mean? Real. Not throwing pick sixes. You had enough in your career already.
True.
So we're gonna talk about it. Why hush something you feel when?
Yeah, let's address it.
Why?
Don't sugarcoat.
He wasn't in. Yeah, I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit, bro. I'm gonna be for reals with it. Yeah, I'm not gonna. You know, the Loon's the same way. You know, Twan's the same way. When about Cole, you know, I think Cole's playing the best receiving role on this team right now, but I know he's the 4th or 5th receiver on the depth chart. So we're just highlighting the players that are playing good. Is this gonna offset during the season? You might not even see Coles out there playing at all. But
yeah, for real.
You know, he might get in like maybe 5 snaps a game. You know, but when we're Devontae and Myers and Renfro and Mayer and Hooper or whatever, everybody else, but we know who's starting on the team. This is the backups that we think could be an asset for the team later. That's all I mean. That's all I mean later. And defensively, I think our backups are prime. We're ready to be a very good defense in the future. That's what I see coming. Get some young guys up front, rotating up front. They're going to be prime.
Yeah.
Amik. I love Amik. You know, he's not the NorCal said, what
tall,
about
Amik? Say it tall. Huh.
Amik plays tall for me. He you know, we were on a Lowe's channel and I go, you know what, man? Amik's been told he's been too small his whole life, probably his football career. And he just tired of that shit. So he adapted his mindset and his heart. I'm not gonna let these dudes say that to me. So he overplays himself, and he's a damn good football player. That's what you need on the team.
Yeah,
you can have all the talent in the world, but there's always guys that are meek that'll stop you. And he got little man syndrome, and you don't want to do little man syndrome playing football, bro. They'll destroy your ass a little bit.
Nope. Hey, we gotta have that shit.
Yeah, you gotta have the little dude because you know you free agent or picked in 6th, 7th round or whatever. Yeah. There's always one or two things that's you're either a little bit too slow, you know, you're not that big, you know, your hands aren't long enough, you know, you don't have the wingspan to be a defensive end, but you got the heart and the want to get to the quarterback, and those guys make it in the league for what they work. They work hard to get there. And I think Amik has done that.
Yeah.
So he deserves to be on the field. I love Amik. We need to have him. He should be in no one's talk of barely making a 53-man. I think he's proven himself enough to be on this team.
I agree.
Just like Teamer always does.
Hey, Pyro, big facts.
Josh McDaniels on right now with his presser. I don't know if y'all can hear it.
He looks weird. He looks weird.
I was gonna say that fool got a bald spot. What is that? Gray hair?
You get gray hair coaching for the Raiders, bro. Or gray hair or no hair, one or the other.
Trying to look like Mike G. Trying to get that ball head look.
Yeah, he part of the ball head crew, man, with me, Gabe, and Mike D. Oh, Loon too got the ball head too, huh?
That part of the ball head.
He ain't got no audio, bro. He got no, can't hear it. Well, I can't.
There's none.
No audio.
No audio. Well, you can read the bottom of the screen.
You gotta read the caption. You're going too
I don't know why I
fast,
don't
bro.
pick my mic. Don't pick up audio. Yeah, the caption.
I can't read that fast. I need that little bouncing ball going to every word.
We'll remove it. I know every time it'll work every now and then. You did for real, huh? Shit. Well, look, I'm gonna cut this short, man. Get off of here, man. Y'all can go check out. He's live right now with the press. Yep, following in the words light up with the color too.
Yeah,
I remember that shit, man, for real. But yeah, I'm about to jump off here, man. Thank you guys for pulling up, man. Hey, Twan, let them know how to get in contact with you, where to catch you at.
Man, simply Raider Twan. That's all I'm gonna plug right now. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to Raider Twan. Quit playing with yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's Sunday. Go ahead and subscribe to Raider Twan on YouTube.
That was funny as shit, boy. That was funny.
Hey, Gravy, let the people know how to catch you, man, with your show that you got coming, man, for real.
It's coming, folks. Raider Outsiders. I'm having a show tomorrow. Times will be updated, and I'm gonna invite all you guys. So if you guys want to talk ball tomorrow, get look at some tape and then give me your assessments on what's going on. Plus, intertwine with the chat and how people really feel about this team, and get my views on it also. So at Raider Outsiders.
Raider Outside. That's the YouTube channel.
That's
okay.
YouTube Raider Outsiders.
Now remember that. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find a link for it, and then I'll post it in the chat for you guys to go ahead and follow.
It's been posted.
I think NorCal has it right there. He put it.
Got it. Okay, right on, NorCal. And Dark, tell them about where they can catch you at.
Hey man, I'm about to start my own channel pretty soon. So keep on the lookout. I think NorCal might post my link out there. If you could, please.
Great. Yeah, NorCal, post that.
Again, hey, Gravy. It's nice seeing you, Twan, Lunatic.
Always, man.
All right, for real.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Good to see it. Good to see a human being there for one thing.
Hey, I'm real.
Man.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Thank y'all for pulling up, man. This is a new thing I'm gonna start doing the day after our games. It's gonna be the morning after, just to discuss what we've seen. It gives us enough time to let everything sink in and go over and look at footage, and then come to you guys and ask you what your opinion is, the positives, the negatives of what we got out the game. So with that being said, man, I'm Lunatic. This is Raiders Allegiance, man. Please subscribe, hit that like. Yep. Follow everybody else here on the panel, man, and thank you guys in the chat, man, the world's most dangerous chat, man. You know how we do it. We keep it real with it. So with that being said, man, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for Good Morning Raider Nation at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, right here, same Raider time, same Raider channel. Thank y'all for pulling up, and I'm out this B.I.N.